Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zara Bazel. Come to help decent people, decent Pakistanis, Indians, Muslims, decent Muslims around the world, even Arabs, my community members, Ishna Shari, Koja Sindhi from my mother's side, and Koja Omanis, Muscatis, Luatis, help them to see this and decide for themselves to leave Islam. And about this Punjabi guy coming, sorry, I had to give him his own medicine, the very cheap and all this. I don't know whether he's coming from someone I've known. Well, her father was from my father's community. We are not cheap people. My mother wasn't cheap. My mother was from Koja Sindhi. She wasn't imported, exported for jewelry or anything. That they were doing, her father or someone, I don't know. You see? So even if they were doing that, and I'm not the kind of person who shows her cleavage and all this, right? Sorry, I just, you can show your cleavage and all this, but then don't go telling other people that they are this and that. Okay, live your life. Let others live their life. Don't be ratty. Don't be bitchy. Things like that, like they were. And if you know a name, Punjabi, let me know if he has sent you. So I have nothing about cleavages or anything. The only thing is this friend of mine, betrayer, calling my mother. I hadn't done anything to them. So tell that coward to come himself, Naeem, and not get me harassed by sending his Punjabi Mughals here. Okay? Another thing is that as an Arab lady, even though these people who are in Dubai, but one of the sisters is in Punjab, is in America, USA, very materialistic. I'm not materialistic, not greedy. My mother was not greedy. My mother didn't even know my father was from United Arab Emirates when she married him. Because the Arabs were in Pakistan and they had lived, and also a kind of maybe because there are some Hindus in this here in Dubai, so maybe mixed marriages, and that's how we became Luwatis. I'm not sure what it was, and I don't attract men. I don't enjoy the attraction. Didn't ever enjoy the attraction of male friends. I put them in their place very soon. I nip it in the bud. I know what I want, what I like, and who I love. And I'm very faithful, loyal. I don't play with men's hearts like these women who have the beauty with their beauty and their boobs and all just doing that. Right? So, Khayyam. I'm not like your Punjabi man names nowhere near his wife, Shahnaz, Muhammad Jawad's daughter. Understand that. And my mother was not coming in a ship with gold being smuggled, like from Iran and other places. My mother's family is well known and very sharif. Chagla family, a relative of my grandfather, my mother's late father and late mother. So don't think I'm like those Faryal and Shehnaaz rats, okay? That you might get an idea because they have a UAE passport. No way near them. Okay, now back to this. More on, could Prophet Muhammad go pleasing his wives against pleasing Allah, pleasing his disbelieving wives? Can he be that generous? Does he have that? In the beginning, yes, we're told, the Prophet was told, bear with them what they say, avoid them. But can he break a law even, bend a law to on oath doing this? Also on oath. Wallah al-Azim and all of this. So thank God for my one thing, many things my teacher tried to instill in me that I thought Imam Ali had. And my mother was very lenient, but she was not a liar, and she never liked lying and all this. She was an honest, sincere person. She graceful and all this. Uh, uh, but for what they had done to her, the in-laws and all, in her own element, natural state, she was very beautiful lady, like beauty in the sense that her piety, her sincerity, her loyalty, her gracefulness, and not being greedy after money and going shopping and this and that for themselves, London, nothing like that. Going after money. Oh yeah, last time I appealed to His Highness Sheikh Muhammad. I don't like to use Arabs or sheikhs to do this. Today I was just telling myself not to do it again. I have to protect myself from these cheapsters who come here, Pakistani Lahori cheapsters. So sorry, yeah, I've become very weak. I realized I'm not that old Zahra. I would never use people. I do my own protection where I can. So if the police are not available, anything, and these Pakistanis, they come here exploiting the condition and situation. A lady they see is on, and I never would. I'm happy for my male friends. They have found those who platonically we were friends, and they have wives and children. I'm happy for them. I never would want them to leave there. No way. When once in the beginning, I've told all my friends where they stand with me. I don't go playing games with them. Never enjoyed their attention. Thank God for some grace and my mother's ways that one should not enjoy the or attention of the males just, to tell them how beautiful they are and how beautiful your hair is and oh my God. I'm not that kind of a person. Uh, so, like that. And I can make out who is such a vulgar cheapster, even though later on he changes his thing. So I'm not like that. And बेवकूफ़ बनाना हम बेवकूफ़ तो बने हैं लेकिन I didn't want to look at the cunningness, Pakistani cunningness. There's a lot of that in Pakistan, so I closed my eyes because as I felt that these people, but the cheapsters that come on this level, I cannot take. So I'm not like these rats, right? That they have a UAE passport, now they're married to. I'm not like that. Punjab names. She's still married to name Punjabi name Shahnaz, right? And but on my birthday, like the mother was after her, and she was enjoying his attention and telling him, using her beauty to tell him to not play songs and sing songs for us on my birthday. That they came. So this kind of a thing, I'm not. Sorry, I just am not like them. So now, if Shahnaz has been given back because she eloped with Naeem, and at that time, UAE people, women, if they are married outside UAE, not the locals, their passport would be taken. They'll have to give their passport away, and husband's passport be given to them. Now I don't know what the condition is, and maybe Shahnaz has got her UAE passport back. And my mother was nowhere near her mother. Okay, so be careful how you come here and what you say. I don't use beauty and all this, neither do I think I have any beauty to use. And even if I had, if I looked beautiful and someone told me, I told Mustafa, my parlor, my, one who was doing my hair in London, that no, no, I don't want any men, even though I'm not a lesbian. No, no, I don't want any men to come after me for my looks. So, he said that, oh, I haven't seen, the next time I went to him, he said, I haven't seen such a girl like you in my life. That time, he called me a girl. और औरतों की इज्जत हम I will go out of my way if I have to. If I have to uh, put your mother down, abuse their mother, I will do this here because I cannot take it anymore. And never could I. औरतों की इज्जत, लड़कियों की इज्जत, चाहे वो कैसे भी, हमें तो ये कहा गया था कि हमारे रिलीजन में, like it says in the Quran ayat, pass by anything indecent, say peace with dignity pass by, and not to bring out women's shortcomings, ever talk about it. The friend was out of my life, out of my mind. I never talked. I had a relative nearer to her than me, my friend, childhood friend. Never talked to her about these Shahnaz and Faryal, these, or even call them rats, let alone bitches or rats. Whatever news came to me from them that her relative, that she's eloped with Naeem Punjabi, a Punjabi man, and all this, it came from that friend of mine who was related to them. I don't go around, I wouldn't talk about these people. The only thing once my friend told me is that if you don't get married to your cousin, these enemies will get happy. I said, I'm not worried about making the enemy happy or, not even sad. I don't want to even see them sad. I want them to be happy in their lives. But because I'm over this cousin of mine, and so I'm in love with someone else. So I want to see myself happy, not just because the dushman, these enemies of mine who have come in this my father's family will be happy to see that me and this cousin of mine not get married. I do things to make myself happy. If my enemies are happy to see that, good for them. It doesn't really matter to me at all, right? Like that. Okay, I have to look for my the good of all, and my good and my children's good who I marry. The man has to be decent so that my children turn out decent also. The blood has to be decent. And I've worked out on myself, thanks to God, with God's grace, wherever I wanted to reach, if I could reach that, but I haven't. So I tried working on myself to be a good person, a decent, keep my innocence, and be innocent, be humble, be decent, and sober. Okay, now, uh, no backbiting, none of my business. If whatever, I wouldn't talk about this. Oh, my what my uncle's wife has done, or what their sister has done, or this, and how many children they have now, and who's born where. Only if I can help them. If I feel that they were not good with me, they didn't like our presence, even in London, then I would like to stay away from them. That's why. But if it's someone, when someone is born in my family and they are interested in the sense that they are happy for us and they call for congratulations, send a gift and things like that, and then I could also do the same for them. Okay, now we go to Prophet Muhammad. Please bear with them patiently. God says what they say against you, that is there, no doubt. But I wonder if he had to go this far, is to change the like suggestion given through the Sunni side, a directive. Do not. Maybe a Shia will say, I'm not sure, but that this is a command of Allah in Surah Ma'idah 87. O believers, do not make unlawful what Allah has made, the good things which Allah has made lawful for you. Now so Prophet Muhammad meaning, bear with them, bear with them, what they say. Let's see if I can find the ayat like this. और मुझे कोई लालच वालच नहीं है. Thank God, this one thing that God has graced me and my mother with. Unless for insecurity, emotional insecurity, लेकिन लालच वालच नहीं है मुझे. ना मैं अरबों को ना शेखों को यूज़ करना चाहती हूँ इस चीज़ के लिए. मुझे जो मिल रहा है बहुत मैं I'm very grateful, and somewhere if I disagree with the Arabs, I will see it for their own good. Hope they don't get offended. And sometimes in madness, I may abuse and all this. I apologize for that. Surah 6, Ayat 130. When people in jinn are asked, did not messenger from your own people come to you? Can't find that ayat. Shall I seek someone other? Bear with them patiently, Prophet. Bear patiently with them. Bear witness that we are. I can't find that. So maybe going back to my notes, maybe I have it here. It will be better if your wives both turn to Allah in repentance. So you'll see, even when he did this, he was so generous with his disbelieving wives. Let's see what else can come up now. So it's like this. I'm not prepared. So I'm sharing with you my own, where I'm at and how we can go about whatever thoughts may come in my mind about this that I have thought in private. I've looked through all sides of this, Shia side, tafsir, reasons they've given about the wives, this, that. First of all, I don't even think the wives were bad. All that, they're taking the Islamic history, not trusting in the Islamic history, not trusting in this messenger anymore, because there are certain things that came up that I have lost the trust in this prophet. So what I'm doing is there, if I go in the history and show you and the tafsir, with tafsirs, ayats and all this, it will become too much. Sometimes I might, let's see, for me right now, I cannot do this. So please make it easy and facilitate. Don't think that I have not gone through the tafsirs and all that. Still on this, right? Again. So let's see if I can show you through this proof. Beyond reasonable doubt, beyond any reason given by the tafsir givers, experts, hadiths and all. Generosity of the Prophet, where then the Allah intervenes. Allah allows him to do this, okay? You would say this because Allah allowed shaitan to mislead Adam also. So it's for their own good. Something for your own good. Allah allows. He's all-knowing, He's our creator. Many, many, many points like this coming up. I would like to discuss here. And bring whatever is coming in my mind about this. O Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself from what Allah has made lawful to you? So I think if he wanted to be generous with his wives, he could have not prohibited himself. He could have just told them that, denying himself, trying to deny. When he was trying to deny, he was saying, okay, but why would he deny himself, even going to Zainab bin Josh, having the honey, or being with Maria the Coptic? Two, you would say, to help them, but that would be unjust to Zainab bin Josh, right? But Zainab bin Josh is a higher believer than them, and they're falling into hypocrisy. So let's see, if another is falling into hypocrisy, is there an ayat like this that we can find? If you, let's help them out. If you find, I don't think there's an ayat like this, but let's just see probability. Possibly there's an ayat. If you find them, when Jesus found them, oh yes, you see how when Jesus found his disciples falling into his disciples, falling into disbelief. Quran ayat. I think there's another way. Like you can say, who will be my helpers in the cause of Allah? Or I even have an objection to this. But in another point. So, and if it was Allah, oh Jesus, I will recall you, raise you up to you. Oh God, he tells us Surah Safat ayat, I think. Who will be my helpers in the cause of Allah? What did Jesus find here? Oh yes, and the hypocrites killed them. There's another ayat. I hope I don't forget that. It's just coming in mind, so I'm loudly saying it, speaking of it. Be your helpers of Allah, as said Jesus. Why did Jesus say to his disciples, who will be my helpers? Right? So Surah Saf, not Safat, ayat 14. Let's go, continue. Let's go to the previous ayat and see, beginning. We'll have to go to the beginning. Who will be my helpers? Why? Because they fell into disbelief. Neither, but I will show you. Messenger's tribe, 14. Surah Saf, ayat 14. O you obtain favor. O you have believed, be supporters of Allah, the desired supporters. No, I think it's Somewhere else it says that Jesus' disciples and something else will you love to have support from Allah, victory. And find that. When his disciples fell into disbelief. His disciples I wonder if this Khayyam has seen. I have a case against Shahnaz and Faryal and Naeem. If you can find, give me information on that, that would be really good. A case against Shahnaz, just searching it here, and Faryal. Where is it? Where's my page or group, is it? Case against Mickey Malik, Shahnaz, Faryal Jawad, Naeem, Huma, Masuma, Roya, and the criminal group. There's a live stream I've done on Facebook. I had made a page group. It's been removed. Someone oh God. Yeah, in Dubai they have someone they know. No, it's been removed. The group or the I can't find here. But when Jesus, Ali Imran verse 52, back here. But when Jesus became conscious of their disbelief, he cried, "Who will be my helpers in the cause of Allah?" The disciples said, "We will be Allah's helpers." Right? We believe in Allah and bear thou witness that we have surrendered. So this is a good way of making disbelievers. This is a wise, sensible way. Rather than prohibiting oneself what Allah has made, lawful for you, making it haram and on oath. This is too much for a true prophet to do. I felt and I sensed. And then showing you, but I sometimes get stuck with words. I have impediments. And another one is that the hypocrites were divided. The believers were divided about the hypocrites, right? Quran ayat. Surah 5, divide between hypocrites will call see, I have to remember it. Where was it? Surah Anam? I think I have to remember the surah of the ayat. Surah Nisa. Okay, it's not Surah Anam. Here. Now when the believers, so what is the matter with you concerning the hypocrites? You have become two parties while Allah casts them back for what they earned. These are quite strict here. No generosity. Do you wish that you guide whom is led astray by Allah? So this is what I was saying when I'm saying it's not the Quran thing. Even if the Prophet is here, he can go out of his way to tell the hypocrites, for the hypocrites, to call them to believe, help them, save them. But this is not the Quran way to save them. The Quran way is this, Surah Nisa 88. Do you wish to guide whom Allah has led astray? And whoever is led astray by Allah, then never will you find for him a way. But what happens then? They wish you would disbelieve, as they have disbelieved, so you may all be alike. Very dangerous, very dangerous. We're told these hypocrites are so dangerous. Like in the end, in Surah Ahzab, kill them wherever you find them, with a terrible killing. Surah 33, ayat 60 and 61, you can see. Not only the rumor mongers, but hypocrites. So do not take them as allies unless they emigrate in the cause of Allah. So very strict, right? But if they turn away, then seize them and kill them wherever you find them. And do not take any of them as allies or helpers. So, Prophet, you didn't go out of your way to help these hypocrites become believers, like you did, like it's implied maybe through the tafsirs, Sunni Shia tafsirs, that the Prophet was trying to help the wives. Maybe like he was so generous, so good with the hypocrites. Bear with them, bear with them. But this is not what this. It contradicts these ayahs. Now ask yourself, Allah, God, the Prophet, how can he do that with the hypocritical wives there, disbelieving wives there? And here he's so strict because they just did not. They are hypocrites and they are very dangerous. They wish that you would disbelieve, and so you may be alike. So do not take them as allies even, unless they emigrate. So since they've not emigrated in the cause of Allah, that also makes them a hypocrite, right? In a way. Or do you see this, or you do not see this? But if they turn away, then seize them and kill them. I mean, this is the... So any other thoughts coming in your mind about the tafsir defending Prophet Muhammad? Shia tafsir. I hope I've helped you this far, right? With this. That he was so generous, so generous. See, it doesn't go with the other Quran ayahs. I just don't have words to say that. So sometimes, a thought might come, oh my God, like, if I don't do a job, oh my God, I'll burn in hell. Only, this lady, from my father's side, she was like, we were at a wedding. She said, oh my God, I have to fix my hijab. As I was there, she was passing. And she said, oh, not even her, one hair strand should be showing, or two. Otherwise, she herself said that she'd be burning in hell. She doesn't want to burn in hell, right? Straighten her hijab properly, like fix her hijab. So, no. That generosity thing ruled out, please. This very important thing I wanted to show you, and I was going to Badu and Surah Fatah ayats and all this. Now you see what I've been telling you. This is not the style of the Quran. That the Prophet is going out of his way to prohibit himself from what Allah has made lawful for him, seeking to please his wives. So this is enough for now. I think I need a break. Thank you so much. I will come when I'm able to, and when even able, sometimes my energy leaves me all of a sudden, unless someone comes here to debate with me or want to discuss something, or if someone is here. So I want to keep this a short video that you look at it when you feel that the prophet should be had to be generous with his hypocritical wives. Very generous, very merciful, because he's a mercy sent down. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. God bless you all. Much always. Your country, your family, your loved ones always.